welcome back to Last Week in Superhero News. I'm Alex, aka Archie, your host, and we're just gonna jump into it. Now, as I'm recording this, New York Comic Con passed, and you know, I was gonna do like a separate episode for New York Comic Con. I was planning on doing that because I figured there was going to be a whole bunch of announcements and whatnot. Yeah, so that turned out to be a whole bunch of bupkis because there really wasn't that much. I was hoping for a lot more. New Wonder Woman trailer? Nah. Teaser for Black Cat? Black Cat. Teaser for Black Widow? How about a trailer for that Batman game that WB Montreal teased? Nope. Things that I was kind of expecting were going to happen in New York Comic Con didn't. So basically anything that did go on in New York Comic Con, I'll kind of just mix in with this episode. I miss the days where there were big things that were announced in New York Comic Con. First things first would be the Avengers game, because there was a new trailer also announcing a new character to play as in the game. If you guys didn't see a little bit of an Easter egg in the big major demo for the Avengers game that happened around Gamescom, the new character to play as is Kamala Kahn, aka Miss Marvel. She has big stretchy powers, she says in Biggin, and she embiggens or has like big fists. Anyway, you see gameplay of her. It looks really fun to play as her. And also it seems like she is going to be kind of the catalyst for the Avengers to come back together after the whole debacle in San Francisco and, you know, Cap dying, things happen, he's probably going to be back. But, you know, it looks like she's going to be a big focused character as far as that's concerned, so that's pretty exciting. So we got some new information on that. I thought the trailer was really cool. It gets me even more excited for this game. I can't wait to see what other characters are going to be announced. I know they teased Hank Pym also at one point, so, you know, we'll see what happens, but A+ on that. Really cool. As far as the VR scene is concerned, there was remember that Iron Man VR game that was teased not too far back ago? Well, now there's a story trailer going on. Turns out it's someone else that Tony Stark pissed off. That's the main bad guy in it of Ghost. Ooh, that was a good burp. So she's gonna be the main bad guy of whatever Tony screwed up this time, but it looked really cool, looked really fun, a little bit of an Easter egg for Oscorp. It looks like a really fun experience. I've seen a lot of really cool VR games, but I never picked up an actual headset myself. Really going to work on that once I move this little party to a new office of mine. But until then, that looks really cool. Also, speaking of VR and also Marvel, there's also a new trailer for that Marvel Avengers VR experience. I thought it was a game, and I guess it kind of is a game, but it's more of an experience, and you have it in one of these places that I totally forgot the name of, because I don't often go to VR experiences. I don't know if many people do. Okay, the Void. In the Void locations, I'm going to call it Void locations, because I'm not going to say the Void locations. That's just too many words at that point. But yeah, it's going to be in Void locations. Avengers Damage Control. Obviously, it's probably not canon, because it would be kind of weird. It seems like Hulk reverted back to being the Hulk. Spider-Man gets a new suit in the game, which is more akin to his Disneyland suit. And also Ultron comes back in the trailer. These are all really cool things, and like if that somehow ends up being canon, which I really doubt there is, because how many people are really going to do this? But it looks really cool. It looks like a fun experience, and you're playing as two Wakandan Iron Man looking Black Panther mashup characters. I was going to say Iron Man suit again, but you know what I mean. They basically look like Black Panther and Iron Man had a love child. Do not take that out of context. Probably gonna take that out of context, but you know, that's cool. And it looks like a lot of the actors that play the characters in the movies reprise their roles, so that's pretty exciting. So yeah, if you guys want to go to Void locations or the Void locations to check that out, that's happening October 18th. It's happening October 18th. So you guys do that. Moving on from that, I believe Black Widow has wrapped production, so it seems like filming has finished and now post-production is going to be going on, and in a few months we'll be getting an awesome Black Woman movie. Since that's done with production, that means they're going to be going into post-production. In a few months we're going to be having an awesome Black Widow movie. That's pretty exciting stuff. Maybe we'll get a trailer eventually. We'll have to see. But moving on from that, that's all exciting stuff. Last week all the CW shows came back, you know, with the Batwoman show now having been premiered. You got Supergirl coming back, The Flash, Black Lightning, and it's all the beginnings of that big Crisis in Infinite Earths event, you know, the ones with the Superman I can't shut up about. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. That's also kind of all I can really think of, or I think want to talk about as far as DC is concerned. Really, really wish we had a trailer for like Wonder Woman or that Batman game. Ooh, there was one more thing I was going to talk about, and it's back to Marvel. Sorry, DC. But there was a little bit of a story about Edward Norton mentioning how he originally wanted to be making a darker Hulk sequel from his 2008 Hulk movie, but Marvel did not want to do that. They wanted to go into something brighter, and I have a lot of emotions on that, to be honest. Ultimately, I'm very glad. I'm very happy with Mark Ruffalo, and I'm very happy with his Hulk. I love his Hulk. His Hulk is great. At the same time, I've always wanted another Hulk movie, and we never got that since 2008, which is always a bummer because I feel like there's a huge amount of lore as far as the Hulk is concerned. Especially considering the fact that General Ross came back, and that same General Ross, there's Red Hulk. Abomination never died in that movie, so he's around somewhere. Betty Ross is apparently somewhere as well, that no one mentions her, but she's around. My point is, there are a lot of Hulk villains and stories that they could go on. If they wanted to go darker, there's World War Hulk. They already kind of did Planet Hulk in a way, so I guess it's really a little bit too late for that. But there are other ways that there are stories, both dark and otherwise, for the Hulk, and I do wish we did get a Hulk sequel, but we never ultimately did. Both Marvel and then the fact sharing the thing with Universal, but we are now getting She-Hulk as a series. I'm very excited about that because that means at least we are getting some more Hulk lore. So I'm pretty excited about that. As far as that whole deal with Edward Norton saying that stuff, it's a bummer. I probably would have liked to see that movie. I'm not gonna lie. But that just wasn't in the cards. And I'm not gonna stay here wondering what could have been because we've had 11 years of Marvel goodness. And I'm glad he helped out with that. But I'm also glad again that we have Mark Ruffalo and that we have the MCU that we have today. You know what I mean? With Infinity War and Endgame and how emotional that was with Spider-Man and the MCU, all this, so much going on. I'm gonna stop before I geek out even further. But that's pretty much my thoughts on that. But anyway, I do believe that is all that I have for this week. If you guys have anything you want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell because that's apparently important. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Last Week in Superior News. Take care, everybody.